The lesson we are going to discuss today is the life cycle of a pumpkin. This lesson is aimed towards kindergarten students and the content area is science and autumn. Our objectives today are to understand the life cycle of a pumpkin and to observe the inside and outside of a pumpkin. The techniques we're using are 10 organisms and environment. The students know that organisms resemble their parents and have structures and processes that help them survive within their environment. The student is expected to A. Sort plants and animals into groups based on physical characteristics such as color, size, body covering, or leaf shape. B. Identify parts of plants such as roots, stems, and leaves, and parts of animals such as head, eyes, and limbs. C. Identify ways that young plants resemble the parent plant, and D. Observe changes that are part of a simple life cycle of a plant: seed, seedling, plant, flower, and fruit. This is an example of the pumpkin life cycle. We are going to cover the different stages of the growth of a pumpkin. So first off, let's start with the pumpkin seed. This is the first step, and before a pumpkin can grow, we must plant a pumpkin seed. So what do we need to plant a pumpkin seed? Certain things that we need would consist of water, sunlight, and fertilizer or dirt. We would get the seed, we plant it into the dirt as we water and provide sunlight daily. The next stage is a sprout. The previously planted seed grows into a small pumpkin sprout. What is a sprout? Basically, a sprout is a seed that shoots up and creates a tiny plant structure. The third stage is a plant. The pumpkin sprout grows into a large pumpkin plant. What color are the pumpkin plants? They are green. What other plants are similar or look similar to a pumpkin plant? In my opinion, they kind of look like lily pads. The fourth stage is the yellow flower. This lily pad looking plant grows into small, pretty yellow flowers. Does anybody remember what the pumpkin plant looked like before it was a flower? As I mentioned before, it was a plant, and it was a green lily pad looking plant. The fifth stage is a little green pumpkin. The yellow flowers before turned into little green pumpkins. However, this is not the final pumpkin yet. Pumpkin is not ready. Now the final stage is the orange pumpkin. This is the pumpkin that we're used to seeing when we go pick it from the store or from a small little pumpkin patch. Now the pumpkin is ready. Now let's discuss what a pumpkin needs to grow. Can anybody tell me what a pumpkin needs to grow? Good. A pumpkin needs water, sunlight, dirt or fertilizer, shelter, and of course love, just like you. As I provide the following questions, please pause the video after each question to give the students time to answer and provide feedback. So, can anybody tell me what happened to the pumpkin seed when it was in the ground? Where did the flower come from? What color was the flower? What color was the pumpkin before it turned orange? Here is a small activity that can either be sent home or be done in class after the video. Have the students color, cut, and paste the images in correct order to match the description of a pumpkin's life cycle. Now here is a little tune that you and the students can sing along to. It's called Five Little Pumpkins Sitting on a Gate. I'm going to give a brief example, but You can sing it to whichever tune you'd like. 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, "But we don't care." The third one said, "I see bats flying in the air." The fourth one said, "Let's run and run and run." The fifth one said, "Get ready for some fun." Then whoosh went the wind, and out went the light, and 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. Another activity that you can do with the students is to dissect a pumpkin dissection. Let the students observe the inside and outside of a pumpkin by touching, smelling, and looking at the pumpkin. Ask the students questions about what the pumpkin looks like, what it smells like, and of course how it feels. Be sure to accept any and all answers because with questions like these, there are no wrong answers. This completes our lesson on a pumpkin's life cycle. I have included a little tune that you and your class can enjoy. Have a good one.
Take a seed from your pocket and put it in the ground. Press it down nice and deep and push the dirt down. The harvest moon comes in October, and when you look over your shoulder, that's how a pumpkin grows. That's how a pumpkin grows. That's how a pumpkin grows. Now it's a pumpkin. When we go to the pumpkin patch, we'll have so much fun. Maybe stand out an hour or two till we find the best one.